Good morning, me. It's interesting. When I wake up, I already know it's me. I don't have to check. I am Nastya. I'm 27 years old. I'm Ukrainian. All those labels. I don't actually need them right now. I already know that I am I. But who am I? I'm Nastya. But what if I change my name? No, that's not me. Am I my body? If I lose a part of it, I'm still me. So I'm not only my body. Am I my thoughts? People say your thoughts are not you. Sometimes you just observe them. So who is the observer? Am I a soul? Do we even have a soul? No clear answer. So if not the body, not the name, not the thoughts, who am I without all the labels? Presence, energy, where does my life start? And where does it end? It was a heavy transition for me to realize that I do live when I'm just breathing. Not achieving, not producing, not becoming successful. I'm already here, and I'm already worthy. Sometimes there is an annoying voice in my mind. It reminds me of my age, my insecurities, my marital status. No children, no business with financial freedom. No one listed me in the 100 successful people. It's just me, my body, my breath. Sometimes I have to remind myself that I am here. There is a simple technique. Name 5 things you see, 4 things you can touch, 3 things you can hear, and 2 things you smell. 1 thing you taste. I am here. I once heard that anxiety is what happens when you don't trust yourself fully. Do I trust myself? Life. I'm 27, young. But if I lived in the ancient world, in Greece and Rome, the average life expectancy at birth was around 25 to 30 years. In astrology, there is something called the Saturn return. It happens around 27 to 30. And it symbolizes the end of youth, confrontation with reality, responsibility, structure, fate. In ancient astrology, this was the threshold into true adulthood. But in my life, right before my birthday, I lost someone close to my heart. The grief lasted longer than I thought it would, and it didn't come all at once. It was crawling on me, slowly. It started to remove my spark, piece by piece, until one day I felt like there was nothing left. I was lying in my bed with my thoughts, not sleeping, not resting, just being there. Maybe this is why so many cultures saw this age as a threshold. Not because you suddenly become wiser, but because life begins confronting you with things you cannot control. Maybe the transition into adulthood is not about becoming someone, but it's about realizing that life is fragile. And then I had a realization. I am living. But sometimes I might not be. One day I will not feel it. I will not feel the ground below my feet, the touch of the tree branches. I will not feel the smell of freshly brewed coffee in the morning or even baked goods. I will never be sick with a runny nose and might never feel pain in my feet after a workout. Sometimes after thoughts like this, I want to hold someone's hand. or hear someone in the kitchen, even if we're not talking. Just another person existing near me. Maybe that's why people search for love so much. Not to be understood, but to feel real through another person. I used to think life starts when everything finally comes together. When you become someone, when you achieve enough, when you are chosen enough. But lately, I think life is also this: warm coffee, text from friends, sunlight on the wall, pain in the body after movement, someone asking if you got home safe, and maybe life is smaller than we imagined, and maybe that's why it's easier to miss. I used to have panic attacks before falling asleep, diving into the unknown, what happens after life, what happens after death. People say that fear of death comes from fear of life, from not living enough. But I can say that wasn't true for me. I loved life so much that it felt unreal to realize it wasn't eternal. I think what scared me the most was not being able to do so many things one day. At the same time, it made me deeply grateful that I can do them now. Maybe I'm too young to think about it, maybe there is no right age to suddenly realize that life is temporary. I'm not sure if I fully found peace within myself about life and mortality, but here I am talking about it, and somehow it makes me feel less alone. I used to think these thoughts meant something was wrong with me, but now I think they might just mean I am alive. I am aware, human. Maybe part of being human is realizing that life is temporary and still choosing to love it deeply. Can you share one thing that makes you feel the most alive?